This is breaking news.
Central Park. The TCS New York City Marathon is the best day of the year in New York City because, unlike any other day or event, it brings this city together. There are few things more quintessentially New York than the TCS New York City Marathon. The marathon is a microcosm of New York with more than 50,000 runners ages 18 to 88, all with different abilities, genders, paces, and life experiences. We've got runners from nearly 150 countries as well coming to New York, all working together with one goal, getting right here to the finish line of the marathon, and they're all doing it together. The marathon is in so many ways a great equalizer. From the first place professional finisher to the final finisher, which will come in here close to 10 p.m. on Sunday night, they're all running on the same stretch of road. They're running through the same beautiful neighborhoods of New York City, and they're all going to get the very same medal, this beautiful medal that we're proud to give all of our runners on Sunday for finishing the TCS New York City Marathon. It's the same for all of them, and we're so excited to welcome them all here to our great city. New York Roadrunners is a nonprofit organization, and our mission is to build healthier lives and stronger communities through the transformative power of running. And that is so true in the New York City Marathon. Where else can you stand shoulder to shoulder with 50,000 other runners, but also 2 million strangers while cheering on other strangers from all over the world? And we do all of this while also having a tremendous economic impact on the city of New York, which nears nearly $500 million a year. And of course, we have an impact on millions of people across the country who watch this race on television, hundreds of thousands across the New York City region, and of course, so many people through the incredible charitable fundraising efforts that take place during the marathon. Last year, we raised over $60 million for hundreds of charitable causes through our charity program connected to the marathon. We are honored to work with the talented and committed individuals from all the organizations that are represented behind us each and every year. And we're here today to say a special thank you to everyone who works behind the scenes on the front lines every year to make this event such a success, including those that will help me paint the blue line today, those who help drivers navigate through the street closures and reopenings, and especially all of those out there who help make sure the streets are clean after the last runner has made their way across the finish line. Putting this event on doesn't just take a village, it takes a city of people, and those people are represented by the folks here with me today. This incredible show does not happen without the collaboration of our city agencies and partners, the excitement and the energy of the TCS New York City Marathon and what it brings to our city is unmatched, as you will see in this video.
That day is the best day of the year, every year. Because everyone in the city is so excited for you. You can run 26.2 miles anywhere, but there is no marathon that is like New York.
I've been here since 10 to see the first finishers, and I'll probably stay till 8. Power and beauty of everyone finishing and cheering them on just brings me such joy and amazement.
In those days leading up to the race, everyone is just so proud to be there, running and representing their country, and then the day comes.
Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Sweat Island!
5.5 months of training, you really want to have a good reason because it's not easy.
I run because I didn't think I could.
To make myself a better person.
I'm running because I want to push my limits.
I said to myself, why not?
It's like 50,000 heartbeats just pounding in unison, all with one common goal.
You're standing next to both your neighbor from the building next door and someone who's literally flown thousands of miles across the world.
It's everyone from everywhere in the world, and we're all just out there running together, and everyone from everywhere in the world is out there cheering for everyone, too. It's what the city should be. It's what not to sound super cheesy, but it's what the world should be.
Everyone is happy. Everyone is positive. Everyone is not only cheering on their special person, but everybody's cheering on everybody else.
I felt special. They give me that boost to go to the last mile, and it's like, oh my God.
There's people who are running that you wouldn't expect to be able to run a marathon. All ages, all walks of life, sharing this moment.
All that exhaustion will give way to elation as he wins the TCS New York City Marathon.
I've never experienced so much love in my whole life. Thank you, New York.
New York goes big. I mean, we go big. Everything that we do is big, but this is nothing like you've ever seen before, and it's like nothing you're ever gonna see.
As I said before, it takes a huge team effort to make this event possible. We have an incredible team at New York Roadrunners that's been working since last year's marathon to give us a great event this Sunday. That team is led by our next speaker, the race director of the TCS New York City Marathon, Ted Metellus. Ted.
Thanks, everyone. Good morning. Thank you, Rob. Hope everyone's feeling good today. As Rob stated, this is a total team effort. Together, we have worked collectively in the preparation of the TCS New York City Marathon and all its weekend events. We kicked things off this past weekend with our youth event, the future of our sport, the future of our city, with over 1,000 young people that were running as part of the Rising Kickoff race, followed by a great New Balance shoe distribution from our partners in New Balance. Thank you. And then we'll be having some of the freshest and the finest running along our professional athletes as part of the Run for the Future right here in Central Park. We'll be welcoming participants and guests to the TCS New York City Marathon Expo presented by New Balance, and then they'll be getting warmed up on Saturday for the Abbott Dash to the Finish 5K, and then the star of the show, the TCS New York City Marathon on Sunday. Each and every event is a masterful display of cooperation and collaboration. Thank you. Because of all of the organizations that are represented here today, New York Roadrunners is able to provide a year-round programming and events that is focused on health, wellness, and activity. We do this in partnership, all over the 5 boroughs and all over the world. Runners from across the globe will be making their way to run 26.2 miles in our New York City. So take some pride in that. Each participant has a story to tell as to why they are going to take on this journey. And along those runners will be some of the greatest spectators in the world, celebrating each and every runner along each and every block, street, and step. We'll be celebrating them through Staten Island, through Brooklyn, through Queens, through the Bronx, my home borough, through Harlem, and then coming in here in beautiful Central Park to finish here strong. We look forward to seeing you all on Sunday to celebrate every runner from the first to the final. Together, we'll be out here to ensure that they have the best day in New York. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Ted. As Ted said, our marathon happens each year due to the partnerships we have with the incredible city agencies and sponsors who help us year in and year out. We'll hear from a number of them today, but first, I just want to recognize some of the folks up here who are not going to be speaking this morning, but who are here. We want to recognize them. First of all, Nena Lynch, who is the board chair of New York Roadrunners. Please say hello. One of the 2 co-chairmen of the longest running sponsor of the New York City Marathon, Rudin Management. Eric Rudin is here. Dawn Tolson, who's the executive director of the Mayor's Office of Citywide Events. Dawn. Jasmine Ray from the Mayor's Office of Sports, Wellness, and Recreation. Jasmine, great to see you here today. And Natalie Kof, New York City Tourism and Conventions Office as well. Natalie, thank you for being here. I also want to acknowledge a few people who could not be here with us today. Meera Joshi, a great partner of ours in the mayor's office. She's the deputy mayor of the city of New York. Kathy Sheridan from our friends at the MTA and the TBTA, and Jessica Tisch from the Department of Sanitation, which plays such an important role in cleaning up the city after our event. Well, we have someone new to the Blue Line painting this year, and I say that this is the best day of the year in New York. We could not have it without the support and partnership of the best police department and fire department anywhere in the world. And I'm so pleased to welcome up to the stage the Commissioner of the New York City Police Department, Thomas Donlan, to say a few words. And by the way, in case you don't know, the NYPD is the defending champion in the Mayor's Cup. Each year, FDNY and NYPD go at it toe-to-toe to try to win the Mayor's Cup here in the Marathon. NYPDs, they've been on a pretty good streak. So, Commissioner Donlan, you guys going to keep it going this year? What do you think? Come on up.
Thank you. Absolutely. Sorry, Commissioner Tucker, wherever you are. Anyway, well, thank you, Rob. Thank you for your kind invitation. And yesterday, just to let you know about preparation, before an event like this occurs, we prepare weeks and weeks and weeks with different agencies that meet with us, along with Rob, who I met yesterday. And he brought forward many issues, many concerns that are being addressed, that have been addressed by the NYPD and other agencies. So thank you, Rob, for all you do. But welcome, everyone, to the beautiful day. And I understand Sunday will be just as beautiful. But the City Marathon is one of the best days of the year. There isn't really anything like it. I want to thank all the people from the New York Road Runners Club for being such amazing partners to all of us. And we're grateful for every agency, public and private, working to make this great event possible. On behalf of the entire New York City Police Department, good luck to all the runners. Have a great race, and congratulations on being part of the greatest marathon in the world. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Commissioner Donlan. And all right, well, Commissioner Robert Tucker from the FDNY is here as well. They also have a formidable running team, and they also do so much to make this event possible every year. So, Commissioner Tucker, come on up.
Good morning, everyone. The New York City Marathon is one of the best days of the year. I personally can attest to that, having run and completed this race before. The FDNY is prepared both operationally for this day, which we love, and we're also prepared to win the Mayor's Cup this year. So, Commissioner Donlan, I look forward to seeing you on Sunday when we take the cup away from you. Thank you.
All right, the gauntlet has been thrown. I like it. All right, well, we obviously could not do this without the help of the Department of Transportation in closing down and making safe the 26.2 miles of roadway approximately that the runners transverse. And so I'm really happy to have with us today the Commissioner of the Department of Transportation, Idanis Rodriguez, to say a few words. Commissioner Rodriguez.
Well, DOT running thing is on the dock. So watch out, NYPD and fire departments. Our team run the half marathon and we end in the second place. So this year we're ready to go to the first place. So watch out, okay? And yes, it is an honor to be here on behalf of Mayor Eric Adams and almost 6,000 men and women at DOT to celebrate, you know, the great job that the runners, the routing, and the private sector is putting so many efforts and contribution to make the marathon a special event. I think that the New York City Marathon and the 5 borough bike tours, for me, are the two most important events to promote wellness. And the most important is that it's free. When people run and walk in our street, they don't have to pay. And I think, of course, there's a fee to run in the marathon, but on the 365 days a year, you will see the New York City Marathon in the armory, you know, in the school, promoting wellness among our youth. So we are here again to be sure that the leadership of the New York City Marathon get all the support that they need. Each year it is an honor for the New York City DOT crew to be part of one of the city's most celebrated time-honored traditions, New York City Marathon. I honor myself to be here today for my third line painting as commissioner. While 50,000 participants this year have been training to prepare their bodies for Sunday's big race, DOT has been preparing the course to make sure it is also in top shape, including sidewalk and road inspections have been on the way for 3 months leading up to this day. Road maintenance and last-minute pothole filling in each borough with a final 5 a.m. inspections by our crews. Maintenance of Pulaski, Madison Avenue, Willis Avenue, Queensboro bridges. Our bridge team will also be on site for cable installation and barrier relocation on the race day. DOT Borough Engineering is responsible for the installation of advisory signs along the route. And of course, New York City DOT plays a vital role in transporting runners to the starting line. The Staten Island Ferry, led by our Captain John, will carry an estimated 26,000 riders on boat, running every 15 minutes Sunday morning. I thank those crews for going above and beyond, especially my first Deputy Commissioner, Margaret Fugioni, who lead that team. Starting now, some 50 gallons of Marathon Blue paint will be used to paint the official 4-inch wide, 26-mile-long blue line that will guide runners throughout 300 New York City intersections and 5 bridges, 4 which are managed by New York City DOT. Our night paint team will start along 4th Avenue in Brooklyn and eventually cover the entire route. Some of those employees are here today. Let's give them a bit of applause because they're the ones who are doing the job. Special thank you goes out to the people in New York City DOT who help make every marathon a special one every year, especially New York City DOT Office of Special Events led by Claudette and Leon, our sidewalk management and roadway repair division, bridges, borough engineers, our highway inspections and emergency response units, and the Staten Island Ferry crew for all their help. En 1 minute en español. Estamos aquí invitando a todas las personas que se preparen para el maratón con el liderazgo para asegurarnos que ese día sea un día seguro, donde se promueve el que las personas puedan correr, puedan caminar y que le ayude a la salud y al medio ambiente. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Commissioner Rodriguez. Our next 2 partners represent where we're standing right now, one of the most iconic finish lines in the world, right here in Central Park. I'm happy now to introduce the Deputy Commissioner of the New York City Department of Parks and Recreation, Margaret Nelson. Margaret.
Good morning and welcome to Central Park. As a Deputy Commissioner at New York City Parks and kind of a runner myself, it's an honor to be part of today's great annual tradition. The TCS New York City Marathon is one of the marquee events of our city, attracting, as we've heard, over 50,000 participants from all over the world. And this event represents the best elements of our city: beauty, perseverance, diversity. The marathon unifies and inspires all of us. As we do every year, we look forward to welcoming back the thousands of visitors from across the globe who come to New York for this world-class event. We are also proud of the opportunity to showcase our city and our beautiful parks to the millions of viewers who watch the marathon from home. The course brings runners and spectators to many of our parks, not only Central Park, but McCarran Park in Brooklyn, Queensbridge Park in Queens, Pulaski Park in the Bronx, and of course here in Manhattan. I would like to thank the Central Park Conservancy for their partnership, our own special events team who is represented here today and works very hard on this event. Woo! And all the park's maintenance and enforcement staff who will be working to keep our parks across the city clean and safe on race day and every other day. At New York City Parks, through our green spaces, playgrounds, and athletic fields, we're giving New Yorkers beautiful settings to be healthy and active year-round. So we urge all of you to get out there and enjoy your local parks. We want to wish all of this year's marathon participants the best of luck, and we'll all be cheering you this Sunday. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Deputy Commissioner. As someone who has run this marathon a couple of times, I can tell you there is nothing like the feeling of first entering Central Park, because you know you are close. You're not there yet, but you're so close to that finish line. And it's a special moment because it's such a beautiful park. That moment you enter it, it's beautiful because of the incredible work of our next speaker, the Central Park Conservancy and the president and CEO of CPC, Betsy Smith. Betsy.
Welcome to Central Park. I'm just delighted. I'm Betsy Smith. I'm the head of the Central Park Conservancy. As I hope everyone knows, the Central Park Conservancy has been entrusted by the city with the complete responsibility for Central Park, and we have been maintaining and improving Central Park for over 40 years. This is a magnificent day for every single one of our 400 people who work for the Central Park Conservancy and take care of the park. They do a superb job, as all of you have seen. This day is a particularly important day for the staff of the Conservancy, and I wanted to give a shout out to all of them who are pruning the trees and keeping everything beautiful and safe for all of you. So thank you very much. This is a wonderful day for us, for Central Park, for the city, and for every single runner. Anyway, welcome to Central Park.
Thank you, Betsy. The TCS New York City Marathon is one of the most accessible marathons in the world, and that's in large part due to our partnership with New York City Mayor's Office for People with Disabilities. And now I'd like to welcome up Christina Curry, Commissioner Christina Curry. Thank you.
Good morning, everyone. I just want to say thank you to the TCS and to Achilles NYC Metro. Want to say thank you to the Roadrunners Club and also really to everyone who's standing here, but mostly to the runners who are disabled, in wheelchairs, those who are blind, those who are deaf, those who have disabilities that you cannot see. They are, for me, my heroes, because they're out there doing something that most people think we cannot do. So today is a great day. Sunday is going to be an even better day. And to all who are disabled, I want to say thank you for all. I want to see you here on Sunday. Wonderful day.
Running sponsor of the New York City Marathon, who really helped this race get off the ground, is the Rudin Management Company. And I'm now pleased to welcome up, hopefully in strong voice, the other co-chair of Rudin, Bill Rudin.
Thank you, Rob, and thank you, Ted, and the entire Roadrunners team. We have my cousin Eric and the rest of the Rudin family. It's been an honor for us to be one of the original sponsors and continuously being a sponsor since 1976. Let me just take you back for 1 minute. 1975, New York, Gerald Ford, New York, dropped dead, and the city was near bankruptcy. People were leaving New York, moving to the suburbs. Crime was high. The city was a mess. But a flicker of an idea came out of a nascent organization, the New York Roadrunners, at that time led by Fred LeBeau, Alan Steinfeld, and others. They came up with this idea to create a one-time New York City 5-borough marathon. The marathon back in the 70s was run around the Central Park 6 times, But for the bicentennial, they wanted to have this race go through 5 boroughs. Everybody thought they were insane. People were worried about crime and the runners getting mugged and how it was going to be organized. But through Fred's leadership, he went to a gentleman by the name of Percy Sutton, who was Manhattan Borough President, also a visionary, and he needed help and money. He came to our fathers, Jack and Louis Rudin, and suggested that they contribute $25,000 to help finance the marathon. Jack and Lou immediately said yes. Their father, Sam, had just passed away in '75, and they said, we will give you the money if you name the trophy to the men and women winners in Sam's name. And we've never looked back since that moment, and we've gone through ups and downs and left turns and right turns, and this city, the marathon is a parable for this city. We keep moving forward no matter what's in front of us, and that's the exciting thing about this race. It's now went from 2,000 to over 50,000, and we are thrilled to be part of it. Eric's son and my 2 grandsons will be giving out the trophy on Sunday, and we are honored to be a part of it and look forward to continuing our roles. And thank everybody, the mayor and all the commissioners and everybody who volunteers to make this the greatest day in the city. So thank you, and appreciate it.
Thank you so much, Bill. And last but certainly not least, in order to stage an event of this magnitude, it is crucial to have incredible partners, and we have that in our marathon title sponsor. I'm happy to welcome up Robert Kane, the Vice President of U.S. Public Service for TCS North America.
Thank you, Rob, and thank you to this tremendous team of leaders we have assembled today. Bill, that was a great history lesson. I appreciate understanding all of that, and I'm sure that this ensemble of leaders will put together yet another epic event in 2024 for New York and everyone who is going to witness the event and participate in it. As Rob said, my name is Bob Kane. I am the National Vice President for U.S. Public Services for TCS North America, and it is a distinguished honor for me to be speaking with you briefly this morning. As you may know, or some of you may know, the Canes are a running family, and it was just 10 years ago today, or this weekend, that I participated in the New York City Marathon in 2014, and it was an awesome experience of touring the 5 boroughs for me, with the amazing colors, the spirit, the music, the cheers, all of the outfits. They will be forever etched in my memory. This year, I'm proud to say that the New York City Marathon is even more special for me, as my daughter Maura, who is newly married and is working here in New York in Chelsea, will be running her first marathon for New York City as well. Maura has admirably put in the 18 weeks of hard work, and she will not only have the support of her family and close friends, but the strength of this entire city and the support of the entire city in lifting her up, as well as the other 50,000 plus runners who are participating in a way to achieve their goals and aspirations. On behalf of TCS and the 600,000 associates that work for our company, with roughly half of our workforce supporting businesses and governments here in North America, we are thrilled to be a sponsor again of the 2024 TCS New York City Marathon. This is our 11th year in partnership with New York Roadrunners as the title and technology sponsor of the most iconic New York event. This year, more than 432,000 people will have crossed the finish line since our inception of being that sponsor in 2014, and over $390 million has been raised for charity as a result of this investment. At TCS, we help clients from businesses to local governments use technology to transform themselves and achieve their goals. In sponsoring this race, we hope to inspire positive change, promote healthy lifestyles, and give back to communities where we live and work. We are also helping to showcase the power of purpose-led technology innovation as we continue to make the TCS New York City Marathon the world's most technology-advanced marathon, and we have updated our race tracking application as such. So make sure you download the official TCS Race app from your favorite app store to enhance your experience and enjoy this year's 2024 New York City Marathon. Thank you all very much for allowing TCS to be a part of this awesome and epic event. Have a good day.
All right, thank you, Bob. And now it's time for the moment we've all been waiting for. We couldn't do this indoors last year, but we're outdoors today. So we're going to grab ourselves some paintbrushes and paint the ceremonial TCS New York City Marathon blue line. Crystal, take it away.